to talk to you again. Documents rocket science. What documents you need to apply? I'll make it very short. I know I have already taken a lot longer. So don't look at this, ignore this. I've written Indian, but I did this presentation when I was in Bangalore, okay? So let's go straight to down here. Why U.S.? Let's talk about a little bit about U.S. Land of opportunity, but you don't want to say that, when you're actually the embassy to the officer, it's a land of the opportunity officer, I want to go and settle. So you don't want to answer that. So, but people believe that U.S. is the land of opportunity. It's the leader country, and if you're trying to be a businessman or trying to be someone like a multi-millionaire, millionaire, or billionaire, there's a lot of companies, a lot of people already in it, so that's what people believe when they're in America. You guys can learn a lot about business, okay? So high-tech companies, corporate companies are in the U.S. If you're thinking about learning the AI, artificial intelligence, let's say, you're into business, you're into, you want to get some internship, let's say, So U.S. is a great country, okay? Because they are the one who's leading into so many sectors, including AI, IT company. Human rights and freedom is their priority, so that's where you get. A lot of people, a lot of countries, they copy, the democracy from America, the human rights, freedom of speech, freedom of life, everything. So that's what people love about America. Job opportunity, they got a lot of jobs opportunity, but it's great that if you can come back to your country and start something here, that's always great. That's always something I want to encourage. So you get the chance to work with the different companies as an intern. You guys know this course, STEAM. कसैलाई थाहा छ STEAM भनेको के हो? STEAM course भन्ने छ एउटा course. Anybody knows what is a STEAM course? If you're applying to US, apply for STEAM course. STEAM course भनेको चाहिँ के हो भने you get the chance to work as you get the chance to work full time for 1 more year, and you get the 3 more year visa additional right after your student visa. And you know how to convert your visa to working visa if you want to work in the US right after you complete your study there, if you're applying to the STEAM course, such as science, math, technology, and engineering. There are some certain courses. They're not really like categorized as a STEAM though, but you better take when you're applying that. So we'll talk about that later when you're applying this, but I just want to let you know that there are some courses in the US where you get the chance to work additionally, and your visa will be added just automatically. You don't have to apply for work visa, which is called H-1B visa, okay? So you get a US degree. I mean, US degree is really respected in any other country's degree in the world. That's what Australians say. I speak Australian talking about this, the university I work, and the representative. I see them talking about American degree. I see them talking about American power, especially those, even if you have been to Middle East country, you'll see the American power, because, that's where Americans are respected even so highly than in any other countries I've seen. So US degree is always respected. That's why you want to choose American degree. Okay, let's not talk about that billionaires now. So education, if you've completely done like your bachelor's degree, master's is really great for US, okay, because your education cost is really cheap. For us, it's expensive though, but it's still, in comparison to other countries like Canada and Australia, it's always cheaper. You get the chance to study a master's degree in just $10,000, $12,000, like $13,000, and still you're getting scholarship, you're getting STEAM course, you're getting internship, and that's always appreciated. And even when you're going for bachelor's degree, you get the chance to study universities in a great university. The fees are really affordable because they're gonna give a lot of scholarship for you, but you got to have a very good profile if you really need a cheap scholarship for that. AZ process, I'll talk about the process a little bit, guys. All right, so what matters with the visa? I want to talk about this a little bit. Mr. Craig is the good at, so he'll talk about this. Okay, so let's go straight down here, the process. Okay, now, you've done the IELTS, right? Or you've done the Duolingo now. What's the next step now to apply in America? What's the next step? You start the application here, okay? You start your application process, but what are you going to need when you start the application process? These are the documents, all academic documents up to the date. From your 10th grade, 11, 12, whatever, if you've done a master's degree, you're going to need that too. Okay, you're going to need all your academic documents, along with either you've done IELTS, either you've done Duolingo, TOEFL or PT, either of the one, okay? So you're going to get this certificate as well, and which is what you're doing right now. So how many of you want to see Duolingo? Who's doing Duolingo here? Show me your hands up. Right, Duolingo. Oh, they're doing Duolingo, but it's for, which language you're doing Duolingo for? They're doing Duolingo on Spanish, actually. They're doing Duolingo for English to go to America. So, all right. So you're going to need those skills, right? And then along with this, you're going to apply. And you need your passport. If you haven't made your passport, please apply for a passport because you're going to need it. SOP, which is called Statement of Purpose, meaning it's a letter you write to the university about who you are and why you want to go to US to study at that particular university. You need to write that letter along when you apply for your application. So that's part of your application. You need to write your statement. If it's not really good, if it's not really strong enough, you won't get a chance, you won't be accepted to the university actually. So you're going to need SOP, you're going to need a recommendation letter. You can get the recommendation from the university or college or some place where you've actually already worked. You get the chance to get, I mean, like, you just get the letter from them. Recommended meaning like they've said, okay, this person is very good. We believe that this person is going to really do the best in the future. Something that says good about you. If it says bad, it's a bad recommendation. You're not going to be accepted with that. All right. So at the application fee, we talk about application fee, and when I talk about this, there are some universities, in fact many. So they don't charge you any application fees. Application fees are they charge गर्दैन कति university is zero. कतिले charge गर्छ is $20, $10, $15, $100, $200, up to $500. It goes like this. But you won't be applying to any university that really charges $500. Don't worry about that. So the balance certificate you're going to need for 1 day, guys. If you're worried about property, let's say you don't have a property title, लाल पूर्जाहरु छैन, ड्याडी मम्मी नेपालमा हुनुहुन्न अथवा जग्गाहरु नाममा छैन भने के गर्ने अब? Okay, America again is allowing you to come to America. Because you don't need any documentation apart from this. Lorako, you don't need it. Relationship, भन्छ नि हाम्रो अर्को हैन, स्ट्याम्प हानेर नगरपालिका कर, tax clearance, you don't need any of those documents. All you're going to need is what? The balance certificate that has like a 40 to 50 lakh rupees, which is like a $38 to $40,000. Okay, that's a 1 day balance certificate. You're gonna have it either on your name. Bachelor's so those who've already graduated bachelor's degree, you can also put the balance on your name because you're already graduated. You're already a professional. Okay, but those who haven't completed, you've only completed a high school degree, you're going to need your parents to keep the balance on their name. Then only people, the university is going to trust you. Right, these are the documents. You can take a picture if you want to. So these are the documents you're going to need when you apply for your application in America. And now then we start the application. That's number one, right? Number two, you wait for your decision letter. That's your I-20. We call it I-20 in America. We don't call it offer letter. So you talk about Australia, UK, we call it offer letter. But America, it's I-20. Okay, and you get the I-20, you'll get some universities they're gonna get your I-20 in 2 days, in 5 days, in a week, or they might also take like a month for you to get the I-20 letter. Okay, once you get it, then you fill the form which is called DS-160. CGI, these are the forms that are online, that's for a visa form, okay? And you'll pay your visa fee, that's $185, it's for everybody. So you pay $185 to US Embassy and you book the visa appointment. Which is the number now? Number 6. You're on number 6 now. Number 7, you'll pay the service fee. Service fee भनेको चाहिँ नि it's the US school ID हुन्छ. There's got a school ID here. Okay, the university ID, and then the USCIF भनेको चाहिँ एउटा US, and the US government is going to track you actually along with your service ID, and you pay for that, which is $350. Okay, and then you'll attend the visa interview and get the result. If you got a visa, we'll celebrate it and we'll send you in America and go book the flight and study, get the American degree, then start your future, start your life. That's what you do. It's very easy. You don't need any other documents to really prove. All you're gonna do is you're gonna have what matters again on the visa interview. We'll talk about that. So what matters at the US visa interview is your GPA. I'm sure you can't really go back and change your GPA now because you've already completed your high school or bachelor's degree. You can't do that. But what story about your GPA is if you got GPA not less than 2.5 or 2.6 is always a good GPA. But the very highly preferred GPA in America is GPA 3 GPA. Okay, if you got a very good GPA like 3, you got a chance to actually get admission from a very high universities. Also, there's a chance that you get a lot of scholarships too. Okay, but what matters again in number 1 is GPA. Number 2, your English test proficiency. Okay, some people will ask me which one is good, either IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo, or PTA. Well, I don't want to do English. Can I go to America? No, you cannot go to America without English. And those people who ask me this, those who are asking this question, those who are very afraid about English, they're asking me this question. They don't want to take this English test, and they want to go to America. They want to face U.S. embassy interview. And I always say no, I cannot do. Even some universities are accepted without English, if you got a good English, but I don't prefer really sending people because the presentation is really important at the embassy. For that, Mr. Craig Phillip is our senior instructor for that, trainer. He's always here, along with other American trainers, along with me. Like, I'll teach you someday though. So, what's gonna matter, either you do IELTS, PT, Duolingo, whatsoever, but do one, okay? And then you get a chance to get accepted. Number 3 is your financial status again. And we call it COA. Okay, some people are going to say, oh, your COA is very high. Oh, your COA is too low. And in fact, what they're trying to talk about is your financial status. They're not going to look for your documentation. They're not going to look for your everything, the tags and anything like that, but they're going to ask you the question. And what's going to determine your language proficiency. And along with that, your presentation is very important. Okay, how do you present yourself at the embassy? Some people are very shy. Some people speak very quiet. Some people try to just razzle dazzle, like trying to impress the visa officer with a high level vocabulary. You don't want to do that, right? So, but you need some specific skills for that. And we train you at Beyond Education. Once you apply for US university, once you get the I-20, we give you the training. And people say we are the best consultants, and I think we are, because we got the American people training you to go to America, and we just got 100,000 subscribers today. Yay! And then we didn't, yeah. So and it's just been a year we started YouTube. I was not very serious about starting YouTube, Craig. So I just posted one video. In 2 days, we got 1,000 subscribers, and monetization is already done. People were congratulating me. I didn't even know what is monetization, What is monetization? I didn't know that. They're like, oh, you'll get the chance to make some money out of it, So many, we've been very successful on YouTube, TikTok now is banned. I think, it's going to come back in Nepal. I wish for that, though. So my point again is, you got the great trainers here at Beyond that are going to help you. University type, we'll talk about that. What's going to matter? University type. We talk about graduation rate. I mean, if you're going to the university that has low graduation rate, that's always a red flag. Consider red flag, because graduation visa lagnu thulo kura bhane, it's not really enough to get a visa, but graduation rate shows that how many people, what is the percentage of people that they complete the university when they're in America, also the value of the certificate that the particular university carries in America. So that's going to determine, and the visa officer will be interested about why you chose that university and how did you find about that university. If you just simply go, so my mom told me to choose this university, then you're out. so my consultancy told me, you're out. But you can say, my consultant told me, also I did my personal research online, and I found this university with the best university. And they're going to ask, why do you think this university is best for you? Why? Okay, there are a lot of reasons. Maybe the affordable tuition fee, maybe the international, it's a great and warm welcoming environment for international students, or someone, there's a lot of reasons you can say that, okay? But you also, the office is looking if you really made a decision for yourself or not. If you can't really make a decision, you really cannot. I mean, you can't simply say, my friend told me to choose it, that's why I chose it. No, it's not going to happen. But usually in Nepal, I mean, Nepalमा के गर्छौं भने मेरो दाइले भन्यो त्यही गरेर जाएको हैन उस्तै पनि बेगर्ने कुरा समेत मेरो मम्मीले भनेरै गरेको मैले मेरो चाहना थिएन भनेर. So we don't want to do that in in American university, okay? So ranking graduate rate, what's going to matter, what's important is graduation rate. We'll talk about this in one-on-one when you come for counseling, but I want to tell you 3 things: your GPA and your presentation and your financial status. Your presentation means your English proficiency and how you speak, how you defend yourself. Sometimes the visa officer will tell you, I think your intention to go to America is you're trying to to settle down and you're nervous. Yes, you are trying to settle down and you're nervous, you're out, I mean, you didn't get a visa. Sometimes you got a good GPA and the officer will say, how will you maintain your GPA in the US? And I don't think you can maintain your GPA. You feel like they already said no, and you're out. That means you're not out doing it, okay? So what they're trying to do is, if you can defend or not, there's a chance you can do your presentation. There's a lot of key skills just like this. You'll be prepared when you're ready for the visa interview. You're always welcome for that. All right. So these are things what's going to matter on visa day. Okay. So what else we have? This is how the American visa looks like. You can also see the pictures on Beyond Education channel. So and we got university more than 2,000 across U.S. We got private, community, public university, directly and indirectly. There are many universities we partner them directly. There are many universities we partner them indirectly. But we work together. We got the best relationship with so many universities and also the university friends now. So now, what separates Beyond Education? We got the American trainer that no one has in Nepal. Okay, ICF certified, myself, I'm the ICF certified, the youngest ICF certified trainer, certified counselor for US visa and immigration. And that's my certificate, guys. I'm the youngest one. So IDB certified, you got the IELTS teacher who are IDB certified. We got the IELTS teacher who are British Council certified. Me, myself, I'm certified with all those. And the teacher that's teaching you right now is certified already. So, and we got Pearson PD certified trainer for PT. And what do you need in Beyond now? So you got it all. Real American face guiding students in America. You ask about the culture in America. You ask about the education system. You ask about, people have a question about, oh, is it a remote area? Oh, is it a town? Is it a city? Is it expensive? Is it the people there are friendly or not? People there are, you have a lot of questions. And people will try to answer you about based on the movie, what they've seen, based on some blogger they met YouTube, and they'll just get some understanding, a little bit out of it. They'll just imagine something a little bit out of their mind, and then people will talk about America, and you want to believe that, no way. I don't think this is the right, authentic information. So what we have, what I proudly can say is we got the American talking about America. Not just American, but the very successful. We got Madam Teresa, she's already the counselor. US is certified psychologist. She'll talk about, hey, I just want to remind you this. If you especially need the help and emotional well-being, I know everybody needs that. I need it, everybody. So, especially those, the girls, the students, the female students, if you really need any help in anything about a concentration, about any situation, Madam Teresa is the best one to guide you. She has helped and she has been helping many, many people. Okay, you can be one of those if you truly need sometime, you need people to guide you about your psychology, your emotional being and everything. So I suggest you connect with her. She's always there available. She'll help you right away with any kind of problem you have with emotional or anything. And don't feel shy, don't feel bad about mental health, talk about mental health, because it really matters more than anything right now. So I would suggest that you connect with us. He's the best one, okay? So, and Mr. Craig Phillips, he's the best one too, and he's got a lot. He'll talk about your emotional health, he'll talk about success, so many things, along with the US culture, academy, and his own life being an American and being a student at the universities and traveling to other countries. He's got a lot of experience. He'll talk about America all the time. So I just say that when you have a question about America, we're always here. You'll always get the authentic information from the authentic people. That's what you can say, and you can feel proudly Beyond has it, what you need right now. Okay? YouTube channel, we're so popular on YouTube in the world. We are the #1 consultancy in the world. No consultancy got that kind of subscribers. In just a year, it's such a great success, and I'm very grateful for that. And we have a lot. Okay, Beyond Education Consultancy, we got a lot. We just made it. Okay, we got so much, that we got a strong team. We'll talk about, okay, here you go, the YouTube channel. I think I just made this video, 1 month ago. We were just 65.4K. Just 1 month ago. So we made it now 100K. That's a great success, okay? And these are my files, I think. So that's all I do. If you have any questions, guys, you can hit me with the, yeah.